What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome back to Get Feathered. It it is over here. Get Feathered. It is time for an Any Science reading. So come on in. Throw up those thumbs. Yes, you love Feather. And if you're here during the live, thumbs up, click that live chat button down below. If you would like to check out my products and services, please consider clicking the title under the video and going down into the description box and checking out what I have on offer for you or to get on my schedule. I would like to say we're going to do an Any Signs love reading today. You never know what you're going to get from me. Please know it is an 18 and up show. Excuse me. It is an 18 and up show. It doesn't matter what zodiac sign you are. And all that matters is whether or not you resonate with the story. You may or may not resonate with the story. I really want to just preface this reading by saying a lot of times I give out the heavier messages because my intentions are for those that really need the messages to get the messages. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're having some difficulties, some really difficult relationships, that's usually the people I attract to my tribe, which I love and appreciate you for allowing me to read for you. Because sometimes we just need these more difficult messages. I wanted to also say thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, for joining my tribe, for being a part of our collective, my collective, our tribe here. I do try to uplift as best I can. I do try to have as much fun as I can. I'm more playful. I try to break the monotony as best I can when I can, because these messages can be really heavy, really heavy. Even though I'm not a therapist, I've lived a lot of, and I'm not here to analyze anyone specifically. I'm not here to diagnose anyone or anything like that, but I've lived a lot in my 47 years, and I've experienced a lot of different things, not great things in regards to love relationships, but is mine the worst? No, not at all. But I can relate to a lot. So my messages tend to be heavy because I feel the messages. The last message that I did, I got monetized. The last message that I did yesterday about darkness no longer controlling you and new love might surprise you. That was the title, and I got gigged on the money side of things. YouTube gigged me because of the content that was in the video, that was in the reading, the words that I was using. So I did reach out to them. I did dispute it, but because a lot of these messages are similar messages, some of them are more harsh than others. I'm having throat issues here. I can't even talk right now because I'm getting all choked up about this. I'm getting all, verklempt. I'm verklempt. I don't know how to say it. I'm having some throat chakra issues because it's hard to talk about. And that's why I always try to remember to, if it is a heavier reading, to remind you that counseling and therapy is very important to help you get through, the emotions of things, and to help you get through, and just to help you get help through the challenges you might be facing in those more difficult situations. Even if it's not as extreme as some people might experience, counseling and therapy really can help. And I'm not going to throw out any kind of, BetterHelp or anything like that. I usually offer my my suggestions during a reading to start with 1-800 numbers and 211 to get local, assistance and things like that. But I got gigged by YouTube. I got smacked. I got shamed. I got the yellow symbol of shame that was flagged, and I got in trouble because of what was in the reading. So I do the best I can, and when I do a reading, it does come from the heart. Everything I do is to help others, especially to bring awareness to SA, AB, mental health issues. Those things are real. A lot of people deal with them each and every day. And I'm here for you. I got you. And regardless if I get demonetized, thumbs up. Just keep subscribing, keep watching, and support the thing that I love the most about our tribe here at Get Feathered and any of my, all of my channels. We support each other. We do not allow BS. We do not allow trolls. We do not deal with people attacking anyone. And we take care of each other. We are playful. We take care of each other. We understand what each other has gone through. We raise each other up, and that is what a community is supposed to do. So thank you for being so supportive and for being here watching my content. So let's get into the reading. I know that was kind of a heavy start, but dude, that's why I do it, is to help people live a better life. And not everybody has great and wonderful experiences in relationships. So moving on. Okay. It is podcast episode 142 for those of you out there listening to me on podcasts. We're getting into the reading. Dropping into the reading screen. I got 1221. I got 31. You might have been born in 78. I've got 15. So the date of birth, I've got the 1st, the 2nd, the 15th, the 9th, the 7th, the 8th. And I've also got age or year of birth is 78 coming through for me. A lot of numerology jumping off the everywhere at me right now. How are y'all doing? Come over here and say hi to me in chat. I know that was a little bit of an extra intro, but yeah, here we are. What's up, Rita? How you doing, baby? How you doing? All right. So I got some of you. Oh, listen. Oh, shiitake mushrooms. Are we going to have a good reading today? Are we having a good reading today? We are having a good reading today. Oh my gosh. Never ceases to amaze me. The universe is amazing. So I've got Leo energy here strong. You may be dealing one or have it heavily in your chart, or they. But I have a surprisingly good reading here today already. And I think I just want to end it here. 5 of Cups, coming out of some sort of grief or sadness or whatever, some kind of emotional funk. Basically the pain of the past, the emotional funk, the emotional drain of the past, gone, babies, because we are illuminating new love here. We are illuminating new love, happiness, joy, and this is an extremely joyful, happy connection here. So this could be happening now. This could be happening over the next 2 months. Oh, Rita says Leo here. Supernova, what's up? How are you doing today? We have a beautiful romance on the table already. A very happy, joyful, exciting romance happening here. Okay. Yes, you are. Look at that. Look at you beautiful creatures breaking free of this negativity. All right. You are a beacon. You have put out that beacon. You are sending out a beacon of light. You are sending out a beacon of high octane. You're running on high octane fuel. You're sending out a beacon of light that's saying, love me because I love me. Love me. Have fun with me because I love me and I have fun with me. So you're breaking free from this negativity of the past. Anything, it's got to go. It's kind of like you're loving yourself. You're giving yourself that hug and saying it's got to go. Or you're giving the past a hug and saying, it's time to move on. I'm calling in and I am attracting something beautiful and new into my life. So this is a new phase, a new journey, a new beginning, and it is one of a hero. So it's one where it's like you have been through a gamut of things, very difficult or challenging emotions, losing loved ones, having a difficult relationship in the past. Things didn't work out, things didn't balance out, and I think that it's time for that new beginning to happen. So tell us about this new beginning. I'm excited for you. So again, some of you, this is going to be happening over the next 2 months. What's up, Mr. Rocky? How you doing? Oh my gosh. The beginning of this reading. Oh, the beginning of this episode, this video. Man, I got hammered by YouTube for having an actually decent reading for people who needed true celebration. It's kind of like what we go through in life, you know? It just kind of reminds me, we go through that. We deal with a lot of heaviness and personal injury and just difficult situations, you know? Yeah, I got slapped for it. Yeah. Yeah. But you can be out here all over YouTube showing graphic images and talking horrific stories, and we got forward movement. Onward we go. Full heart ahead, the chariot. You can do stupid stunts. You can capture it live. You can capture it on film and do any number of other things. But when you're actually trying to help people, you get in trouble because you say the wrong damn word. Whatever. I've got Cancer, Leo, Aries, and Aquarius energy. And I have got the chariot here. And this looks like it's coming in pretty quickly. And it looks like it can move forward very beautifully. Strong, with boundaries. That's Aries, Taurus, usually as the emperor on the chariot. And I just get, it's forward moving. It's very strong. And you have your boundaries in place. I can't argue with you right now. This sounds like a great relationship. Are you talking to someone now? I have a fuzz on me. I had a fuzz on me. Y'all didn't tell me that I had a fuzz on me. Oh, you probably can't see it because the camera's so small. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, Mr. Rocky. Exactly. I've got a couple supporters that are telling me to go ahead and start my true crime and mystery podcast, and I'm absolutely scared to get it started because I know who I am. I'm going to have opinions about the stuff that I talk about, and I'm going to be teaching people how to protect themselves and red flags to look out for. And I know me, and if you've been watching me, you know I'm going to be opinionated and I'm going to have some things to say. So I'm kind of worried about whether or not I'll even be monetized. They'll probably kick me right on off, but hopefully not. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. At least not on YouTube. Yeah, like you're choosing to do this. This is like a choice you're making. You're choosing to do this. This is what you're wanting. Look at that. Totally patient, totally in balance, and in the flow of emotions. So this is something that could be very healing, heart-centered healing, a very loving, genuine healing connection, heart-centered. So it's heart-to-heart communications. It's things just flowing together, getting along with somebody, not just getting along with them like Six of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. This is deeply emotional and moving through those emotions with someone else and having fun with them, probably going snorkeling or diving or going to some sort of paradise. I don't know. I've got turtles and fish and aquatic creatures and animals, and wow. Some of you children, if that's what you're wanting. in time, it is going to move forward. Very strong heart space, too. Sagittarius energy, very strong. Some of you may be living by the ocean, living by the water, or living by the mountains. I really get like a lot of, there's water features. Maybe you have aquariums or something like that, or they do fish aquariums, maybe something, whatever. I don't know. Maybe they're a fisherman. I got everything is related to emotion and ocean. Everything. So seriously, you may live by the ocean, live by the shore, live near a body of water, or they might. I've got sea. Everything is ocean related and water related. And then I've got some mountains and things like that too. So I don't know. Maybe you're going to be adventurous and travel and enjoy freaking everything life has to offer. Traveling, nature. How amazing is that? I don't think you're going to be expecting this, because let me say this. For those of you that are coming out of that 5 of Cups where you've been lonesome, you've been lonely, you've been grieving, you've been sad, you've been dealing with a heavy energy of the past. We don't have to talk about it. But coming out of that energy and getting on solid ground, this is going to be like solid ground. This is going to be something solid, something definite. It's genuine. It's real. Okay? That is amazing. Okay? Aw. Thank you, Read a Book. Read a Book. I love that. Read a book. Read a book. Read a book. I love it. I know you know because you did it on purpose. I know. But I love it. Read a Book says, Feather has helped me tremendously. You've helped yourself tremendously by attracting me because you were asking for the information. You were looking for the help. You were desiring that from somewhere. And I just happened to be the messenger that you needed. You did the rest. You did it all. I just gave you the message. Judgment. It's going to be your judgment call. I really don't see this as a coming back around. I see this as a new chapter in your life. If it is a coming back around of someone, I've got Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag now. If it is someone coming back around, and a lot of you are like, oh God, no, please, no. Listen to me. Just take a deep breath. If they are coming back around, they are coming back as a new person. Basically, they've done some healing. It could have been a very long time since you've heard from this person. It's kind of like it's fresh, new energy. You both would be in a fresh, new energy for a new chapter to happen like this. Okay. But for most of you, I don't really feel like this is, it could be a return for some of you. I feel like this is more of it's your choice, your decision on whether or not you invest in anything. Okay, because, are you healed? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you overly protective of yourself? More than likely, if you've been emotionally drained and dealing with some negativity in the past, some of you were emotionally dealing with emotional vampires. Some of you, it was just grieving the loss of loved ones for however that meant for you. 5 of Cups is never good. It can definitely be depression and sadness. Don't forget clinical mental health professionals, counseling, and therapy does help. Okay. They can help you work through that and establish a new mindset. They can help you establish a way of coping with those deeper emotions, those heavier emotions. Trust me, I've had to have it. I've had to do it. It is important to take care of all of you mentally, physically, emotionally. I've got to be careful what I say. So there you go. And I do have to just remind people, just keep subscribing and keep liking. The donations of love help me out more than the ad money. Trust me. If you're a YouTuber, you understand. It's not really as big. It does help. It pays a bill or two, you know what I'm saying? But it's not really as much as most people think it is, because, they got to get their cut too. They got to take them. But I love having this forum. I love having this platform, and I love being able to do what I do. So I appreciate you, YouTube. I do. I have issues, but I appreciate you. So this is kind of like your decision here on whether or not you move this forward or go anywhere with this new connection is based on basically, have you let go of any thoughts, fears, doubts, worries, concerns, or insecurities? Have you really let go of any fear of being heartbroken? Are you afraid to say no and break up with somebody or break somebody else's heart, or say absolutely no, zero tolerance for third-party energy? If there is another person involved, if you're married, if you're dealing with other people, are you no longer attracting things that are putting you in that Five of Cups, keeping you in that Five of Cups energy? You know what I'm saying? Drains, emotional drains, time wasters, breadcrumbers, things like that. You have to be able to know whether or not you are worthy of a relationship like this. You have to know that you are ready for a relationship like this, and you have to be preparing yourself mentally for something like this. At least getting excited about it, having fun, enjoying thinking about the possibilities of spending time with someone, enjoying an emotional connection, making a new friend, creating that path that leads you to more with someone. Are you feeling ready for that? Do you feel like you are well established financially, secure within self, taking care of self, and that you are ready? Because if I'm talking to somebody that you ain't paying your bills, you're in and out of other people's places, and you really have got nothing established for yourself, those kinds of things really need to be taken care of, because you need to take care of your responsibilities in the 3D. You need to have some sort of, can you fall in love and can you find a relationship if you aren't in your own place and things like, yeah, of course. But usually the universe wants you to focus more on yourself and your own goals and your own responsibilities, definitely your health and well-being. And when we get to that point, we're feeling better about ourselves and we're feeling happy and we're having fun again and we have money to spend and we're paying our bills and we're feeling good again. That usually brings in or calls in the person that really is on our level. And this is somebody definitely emotionally on your level. I think spiritually on your level as well. In many ways. I think definitely emotionally, I feel like you're both going to be communicators of emotion. So I like this because I love talking about love. I'm a Libra. No, I'm not a Leo sun. Libra sun, Leo moon, Leo rising. And a lot of people don't, there's a lot of people that are in relationships that love to express love. They love the affirmations of love. They love talking about love. I love love. I love relationships. Look what I do for a living. And it's kind of like we sometimes meet those people that just there's nothing. They don't speak, they don't say, they don't compliment, they don't, it's aggravating. It's frustrating. Can you live with them? Can you be in a relationship with them? Yes. It's a learning curve. These are two individuals here on my board today that are emotional communicators. Ooh, I love love, and they love it too, romance, Supernova says, interesting, Libra is so balancing to a Taurus. Really? I dated someone that had a few placements of Taurus. I think it was Taurus rising and Taurus Venus. He was quite demanding, and the jealousy and stuff I couldn't handle. Jealousy, and healthy jealousy is like, territorial. That's my woman. That's my man. That's my person. That's the protection. But when it goes above and beyond that to like jealousy and rage and anger. No, no, no. Like, no. So it's just a matter of you getting out of your head and making this decision, okay? It's like you just got to make this decision. You know, don't gaslight yourself, basically, because we do that. Let's talk about that, because you have trust issues. All right. All right. You got some trust issues. I got Gemini energy on this. Okay, so we have some trust issues. It happens. I've got Earth here. I've got Gemini here. I've got Earth here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So what happens when we go through something where we lose somebody we care about deeply, or we get hurt by somebody so very much, and we are ready to just, we finally made the decision that it didn't work out. We're not balancing with them anymore. We're not putting any energy on either side of it. We're going our separate ways, and we're starting a new chapter. We're starting over. You still carry a lot of that stuff with you, right? Even though the baggage isn't heavy, you may be leaving, moving, relocating. You may have left a lot of your stuff behind. You may have sold everything and moved out. You know what I'm saying? You may be just traveling the world, you know, staying at one place, staying in another place, whatever. I'm not judging you. If that's what makes you happy and your health and well-being is on point, cool. I don't see a lot of baggage going with you in the future. That could just mean the burden of that last cycle. Let's just say that last cycle, whomever or whatever you dealt with, okay? But what is going with you is a sense of, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough money, or I'm not worthy. And that needs to be worked on. That's trust issue. Okay, that's a worth issue. And we gaslight ourselves. We get here, right? Raise your hand if if you're sure. You sure this message is for you? Raise your hand. You know, just put that thumb in the air, because I have done this. I do this. I think a lot of people do this, where we just aren't expecting something good because of the not good that we dealt with, right? So then we're not so sure. I don't know. I don't know about this. Maybe I shouldn't be in a relationship. Maybe I'm better off alone. Maybe I'm not ready to support a relationship. Maybe you're not. You know, maybe you want to be a world traveler and you just want to be independent, single, and free. And then all of a sudden you meet somebody that you connect with and you're like, damn, well, maybe they want to travel the world too. Maybe they're a free spirit too. Get to know them. Maybe have a partner to travel with for the rest of your life. I don't know. But there are some times where we really are ready for that next step. We're ready for that new beginning. We're ready to rebuild, we're ready to start all over, fresh. But a little part of us kind of hangs back and says, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. You know, like, I'm not so sure about this. I wonder. So we gaslight ourselves. We kind of panic. We talk ourselves out of it, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? How many of y'all have done that? Tell me in the comment section down below. How many of y'all have done that? Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So what it looks like we're going to be doing here, for whomever is resonating with this, whoever wants to claim this, there is a possibility for a relationship here and stability in relationship. Again, I'm going back to you coming out of this water, and you're coming out of this negative water. This is positive water. So this is like coming out of the swamp. Not that there's anything wrong with the swamp. I love the swamp. I live in the swamp. A lot of awesome creatures in the swamp. A lot of not awesome creatures in the swamp, I've got to be honest. But anyway, there's a lot of, you can do, it's natural, it's beautiful, it has its own ambiance. Let's just say the swamp has its own ambiance. But damn, if you get in the wrong gumbo, or you get put in the wrong place, you're going to get stuck there for a while. You might not even be able to get out without somebody else's help. The reason why I say the swamp when I see the Five of Cups is because it's so hard sometimes, difficult for us to get out of that depression and that sadness and that emotional swamp, that emotional drain that we've been dealing with. And it's not just that somebody's doing it to us. It's that we're continually staying there while they do it to us. And we can do it to ourselves by reminiscing about the past and all the things that hurt us in the past and, whatevs. Okay. But then again, somebody could have left us and somebody could have hurt us multiple times over and over and got us to that point. But again, it's our choice. Are we going to get counseling and therapy to help us get past that? Are we going to be brave enough to take a new step in a new direction? What's up, ADA Beautiful? How you doing? So this negative water, the swamp, the dismal swamp or depression or sadness and all of that, the darkness and the is going to be different than this positive, more beachy vibes. Let's just say it's more positive, more beachy vibes. You don't have the snakes. You don't have the pythons. You don't have, it's more bright. It's more open. It's more free. Definitely the smells are different at the beach. You got the cocoa butter and oh my God. Anyway, I live between the beach and the swamp. So I've got both of the vibes going on at the same time. But when you walk out of one into another, it's going to be a little different. So it's like, it's going to be captivating. It is going to be romantic. So you might be a little shocked. You might not feel like you're worthy of it because, this person is actually choosing you. Huh? They're not choosing a third party. There's no third party here. There's no third party. So you may be like, oh my gosh, they're actually choosing to spend time with me. They want to talk to me. They want to date me. They want to see me face to face. They actually want to take me places. Please, y'all be safe out there. Don't be like going to people's houses and shit like that when you're first meeting them. Please watch true crime. You'll understand why. Okay? Safety first, always. Public places. Anyway, this is different, but it's going to be captivating, and it's not love bombing. It's captivating and fresh and exciting and exhilarating and can you imagine smiling and laughing with somebody that actually wants to smile and laugh with you? That you actually giggle with and laugh with and have fun with? Come on, y'all. You know what I mean? Somebody that's actually not here to break your heart or to destroy your personality or assassinate your character. I'm probably going to get gigged for saying assassinate, so I'll just say it 3 more times. Assassinate, assassinate, assassinate. Yeah, probably going to get demonetized for that. If the channel goes dark over the next day or two, within the next 24 to 48 hours, if my channel Get Feathered goes dark, you'll understand what just happened. Okay, you'll understand what happened. YouTube felt that I was too rebellious. Whatever. It is what it is. Okay. Like this is actually a possibility for a real life 2 of Cups, sunshine, happy, joyous, romantic, genuine, stable relationship. Something to celebrate that could lead to marriage. Living together, having children, getting married, the whole thing and the whole stuff. So you may not trust it, but I just want you to be aware. Just be aware. Kind of like I said, watch true crime. You'll understand why I'm saying be safe when you're dating people you don't know. Especially I'm men and women. I don't care who you are. Y'all be safe out there. You know what I mean? Make sure somebody knows where you're going and when you're going to be back. Have a check-in buddy. You know what I mean? ADA goes on vacation. I want to know where you're going. check in, and let me know when you get back, right? I would want people to do that for me. You know, I have my check-in buddies. ADA checks in with me. I check in with ADA. If we haven't heard from each other in a while, don't we, ADA? We check in with each other because we know each other in real life. We just like, if we haven't heard from each other in a while, we're going to check on each other. You know, that's the way it should be. You should have people in your life that do that. Anyway, I'm moving on. So it's, you have a possibility for a real relationship here. Do you want it? Do you want it? Are you ready to be in a nurturing, loving, I mean, I don't want you to be like, oh my God, we got to get married in 6 months or in 2 years. No, you can have an extensive, relationship, courtship if you want to, but actually court, actually have fun and enjoy each other and spend time getting to know each other and gazing into each other's eyes over drinks and all that crap. You know what I'm saying? But it's crap that most of you either haven't experienced before or it's been a very long time. Okay. And this one looks like the real deal. It looks like it's going to be, it's kind of like the universe is here giving you a reward. So my earth angels, it looks like, my empaths and earth angels, you're meeting somebody on your level and both deciding. So it might be a little while before so it could be a couple months before you decide that this is who you want to be exclusive with. But you don't have to question things when somebody is actually, I want to pick you up. I want to see you. I want to meet you. I want to get to know you. I really want to know what you're about. Like, what is the depth of your freaking soul? How about that? Getting to know somebody that actually wants to know the depth of your soul. I don't know where that came from. That came from Fred. And here I thought Fred was, I don't know, some manager of some sort of mechanic shop in the 70s that was like into the party favors a little too much and likes fried chicken. He loves food. Fred loves food, fried chicken and stuff like that. I just thought that he was typical man, And here he comes breaking out with getting to know the depth of someone's soul, So Mr. Rocky's my check-in buddy too. Me and Mr. Rocky check in with each other in real life on occasion. But have check-in buddies. This one is I just get this person's gonna be soft-spoken. I get soft-spoken or soft voice. How many of y'all have been in relationships with a loud MFer? The loud, and I apologize to the cows, but loud heifers, you know what I'm saying? Loud mother heifers, but like really obnoxious, really loud, really. And maybe that was just during anger and frustration times, or maybe they were just loud and had to have the last word. I'm getting like loud voices. I'm loud. I was meant to speak to audiences. Apparently, it's something I realized over this last week, over the last couple of days. I came to terms with it, and now I know I wasn't always. But over the last 10 years, due to a life situation that put me out in the public that I did not want to be out in the public in regards to, from there, I started doing this and, but I was like, man, I'm so loud and obnoxious. I can't be around a lot of people because I speak over them. I don't mean to, but I'm just loud. I just talk. I just do. And I don't want to, or don't try to, but apparently I'm meant to speak to audiences. Like, I can scream at you across a football field and you gonna hear me. I am the loudest person at any sporting event. Ask my children. They can't stand it. I embarrass them. I am the loudest person at any sporting event. I don't care. Football, baseball, hockey. Hockey was great. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I just want you to get excited. But there's kind of a fizzle out here in the energy, because I feel like you might have a little bit of an issue with that trust issue, and possibly talking yourself out of moving further. Now, you could pace the relationship. Pace the relationship. When a Chariot comes out, it means you can pace the relationship. It's under your control. You have the control. You always have control to say yes or no, stay or go, any of that stuff. But I'm talking about, like, this person's going to let you have the reins here. You're going to be able to really discuss and work through that. So if you need more time, this person's going to be okay with you taking the reins and pacing the relationship. Like, if you need to slow down, they're cool with that. If you want to move it a little faster, they're cool with that too. You're going to be able to pace the relationship and have the control. So it's kind of like, do you see it? Do you want it? And are you ready for it? If you're not ready and you do want it, then prepare yourself mentally. You know what I'm saying? So, any final words, any final messages? Oh, Mustang Sally wants to say something to y'all. Okay, Mustang Sally, what's spirit advice on this? Anything you want to say? Anything else in regards to this for those that'll resonate with this? Get out of your head about it. Some of you are lying to yourself, saying you need more time to heal. Hey, if you need more time to heal, take that time to heal. If you don't feel confident, if you're not sure, if you don't trust the situation or you're having trust issues, don't lie to yourself. Don't confuse yourself. If it's not for you and you're not ready, don't lie to yourself. If you are, then prepare yourself for that, okay? And there are some of you that are kind of dealing with some, your ego has been bruised or hurt pretty badly. And you're just like, I just don't, like, you've given up. There are some of you that have some self-esteem issues. So again, counseling and therapy to help you get through these things, or these things can be definitely worked through, through meditation and bringing awareness to it. Some of you just need to have that awareness. Maybe you didn't realize that your ego has been bruised quite a bit with that 5 of Cups swamp energy. You know, I can go hiking in the swamp. I can go fishing in the swamp. I can go kayaking in the swamp, and I'm going to come back with bruises all over my legs. My grandma used to tell me, my granny used to tell me years and years ago when I was a kid. I grew up in the woods. I grew up in the country. You know what I mean? I didn't ride horses and I didn't have cattle or nothing like that, but a lot of my friends and stuff did. But I did have a 3-wheeler. I did grow up in the woods. I had brothers, so they were all older than me. All my cousins were boys. They were all older than me. So my granny used to get mad at me when we would get ready to go to church, and I would have a skirt on, just past my knees, just below my knees. Thank you, because you don't show your knees as a proper Southern female. My legs would be scarred up, scratched up, bruised up, banged up. She'd be like, she would call me by my nickname. And then she would tell me, you're not going to, when you get older, no men's going to want you because your legs are going to be scarred up. Thank goodness those scars have gone away. However, anytime I'm out in the yard, anytime I'm doing anything, I'm going to come back with bruises. I'm going to come back with some scratches. I get involved with what I'm doing outside. So perhaps some of you are a little scarred, a little bruised, a little banged up. A little bit. Not much. You can get through it. So that confidence, that ego, that self-esteem, That can be worked on. Those are things that can be worked on. And again, some of you are dealing with depression or sadness or loneliness. And in that, it's all something that has to be healed and come to light. You know what I'm saying? It's just got to be balanced out and understood. It's kind of like just forgive yourself, understand, and just be aware of this. Some of you, it's just bring the awareness to it and ask your spiritual team to get you through it. Some of you meditation, some of you definitely counseling and therapy, depending on what you dealt with. According to yesterday's reading, some of you may have dealt with something pretty detrimental. So detrimental that my words created problems for YouTube. So whatever path you're on, just remember that it's all about bringing awareness to it. And once you know what's happening, then you can forgive yourself, and then you can start the process of working through it and understanding it. And maybe you didn't even realize that you had your confidence, yanked, or your self-esteem was destroyed or broken or, bruised or whatever it may be, And for my men, some of you, it could have been emasculation or, something like that. And I hope that's not the case, because that's not appropriate. I don't care who you are, male or female. Nobody should attack your character or, but it happens. Okay. It happens. And it can be healed. We can work through these things, whether that's on our own with spiritual help, or with actual, professionals that know how to do this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got for you. Final messages. Oh, okay. Something about the ocean. I got a lot of water, a lot of aquatic stuff. Some of you, I got really outdoorsy. I got a lot of ocean vibes off this, water vibes. So, I don't know. Aquafish, vet. I don't know. Maybe this person's a zookeeper. Maybe you are. I don't know. I don't think you're going to be ready for this or used to this. I think this is going to be a different relationship style for you. Somebody that actually wants you, somebody that actually wants to know you on deeper levels, that they want to deepen connections, that they want to actually deepen a connection. What? That they choose you. They see you as the choice. If they are dating other people, they gonna choose you. Father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. This was what I was saying about the ego. Okay? The self-esteem and the ego issues. Bruised egos, bruised confidence, bruised self-esteem. Okay? So again, that might, be something. And for my masculines, the same thing. Okay? Work on that. All right? Just bring awareness to it. Morning affirmations. Say positive affirmations each morning to open up the gates of manifestation. You're already opening up these manifestations. Some of you are talking to this person already. Some of you are dating this person already. Some of you, this is upcoming over the next season. Like, I've got Aries season through Leo season just before. I got Cancer season as well. I've got just before Leo season or Leo season. Okay. So over this next spring or this next couple months, I say 2 months for a lot of you. And stay positive. Remember, you can work on some affirmations for self-awareness, self-esteem, self-worth, believing that you're worthy. I am worthy. I'd like to be. Always preface it or always end it, especially if you're doing affirmations. Affirmations don't work all the time because we don't actually feel. And this is what I learned through doing EFT tapping, becoming an EFT practitioner, emotional freedom technique practitioner. This is something that a lot of people are just like, what are you doing? I I start with the most negative shit and I work through the negative stuff. And then we tap on the more positive stuff. Okay. And even when I'm tapping on the more positive stuff, I always want to follow it up with, well, maybe not, but maybe yeah, but maybe not. The reason why is because when I was learning about the law of attraction, it's the same thing. You say you want $1 million. Okay. Let's go a little bit further. Say you want $1 billion. Okay. Just as an example, say you want $1 billion. I mean, who wouldn't want $1 billion? First of all, that's not even a real number to me in my mind. Okay. So if I'm tapping on, or I am writing about, or I'm trying to attract $1 billion, that is so far outside of my scope of reality, the vibration is flat. It's like the absolute opposite of $1 billion. Okay. The reason why I say that is because you have no idea what $1 billion looks like. You have no idea what it feels like. You have no experience with it. But what do you have experience with? More manageable money. I have experiences with, let's say, $2,000 a week. Well, it'd be nice to get another $2,000 a week a check on top of my already $2,000 a week check. You know what I'm saying? It's like improve things and manifest things in ways that you can really recognize and understand and vibrate out that frequency. Oh, I know what $2,000 feels like because I made $2,000 on my on my check last month. Okay, so I got $2,000. Okay, another $2,000 on top of that would be nice because then I could just double my payments on my mortgage, or I could pay off my car, or whatever. It's starting and snowballing it from there that really helps people get their money in abundance moving. It's the same thing with anything from what I've experienced. So if we're doing affirmations to stay positive, maybe we're not very positive. Maybe we're feeling pretty damn shitty with 5 of Cups and 9 of Cups reversed. Maybe we're feeling like nothing is worth it, that we feel like we're worthless, or we're just depressed or sad or lonely. And that's a very negative state to be in. So if we start with affirmations, they're like, oh my God, I want to be happy. I want to be joyful. That's great. But maybe I'm not ready for it. But maybe I can be. So if we're going to tap on it, if we're going to affirm it and be like, I am happy, or at least I'd like to be, it switches the energy. Really weirdly switches the energy. And if you can do that like 5 or 10 times a row, you'll feel the difference. Like, I'm happy. I'm happy. I am happy. I am happy. I am happy. I am love. I am love. It's flat. It's flat. You'll feel it and you'll be like, yeah, really? No. Fuck no. No, that's not true. I'm not in love. I'm not love. I just, it's more of that flat, low vibe feeling. But if you can switch it to more of it could possibly happen because I've been happy before. If you can that's why I say talk things up. Because we're still affirming, but we're talking it up. We're walking our vibration up over time, or we're tapping it in, or we're affirming it, but we're doing it instead of just sending out a constant affirmation that says, I have what I want, I have what I desire, I have this, I have that, I have whatever, or I am this, I am that, or whatever. If we on the inside, it's somewhere on an emotional level, do not feel worthy of whatever the hell we're affirming, we're not going to get it, or we're going to delay it. And then that might really continue to send out a negative vibration. Because what if we do fear love? I am love, I want love, I desire love, I have love. Yeah, you do. But do you feel like you're worthy of it somewhere on the inside? Is there emotional funk going on the inside? Anyway, it's a whole process. But when you're doing your affirmations, really kind of put a twist on it that says maybe, but maybe not. I mean, it could be, it makes it a little more fun, and it actually raises your vibration in a weird way. Okay. So an example would be stay focused, Personal power increases as you give any father issues. So if you want to work on your ego, if you want to work on your self-worth, if you want to work on believing that love is out there for you, or you want to work on your trust issues, those affirmations is what I'm talking about. Say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. Okay. So this would be like, I am worthy of love. Well, maybe I'm not. Maybe I have been. Maybe I could be. I'd like to be. I'd like to be worthy of love. And then when you flow through that, it goes from an instant block to, oh, this feels better. This is flowing a little better. I can feel a little bit of flow on this. So try that a couple times, I am confident. I am sure. I am secure. But really, are you? Maybe I'm not. I might be. I'd like to be. I'd like to try to be. I'd like to see that happen in my life. I'd like to be more confident. And when you start walking it up like that, it starts to flow the energy in a more positive direction, because you're not hitting that brick wall if you do not feel confident, sure, or secure. You understand? Gotcha. You got this. You understand. So that's my tips for today. I hope it helps in some way, shape, or form. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and don't forget donations of love are always appreciated. And I'll let you know in the next episode, the next reading, whether or not I got gigged on this one from YouTube and how the other one works out. So we'll see. Try it for a couple days. And talk yourself up with affirmations. So talk yourself up, which is one of my things that I do. It's just kind of a thing that I say, talk yourself up, talk it up sessions. Have a little bit of a talk it up session with yourself. Make it last over a minute, at least a minute to 3 minutes, and just kind of play with it. And you'll hit what do you want to affirm? First of all, I want to be more confident. I am confident. That's the affirmation. I am confident. Okay. But I'm not really. I'm not. And I know I'm not. So I'm automatically going to I'm going to create a vibrational difference there, a resistance, if you will. But if I continue to talk it up, I'd like to be confident. I remember times in my life when I have been confident. I mean, I would really, really like to be more confident. I'd like to feel confident. And then you can feel it let go on the inside if you sit there and are still with it. And you can do this with almost anything. Okay. Just know that you cannot recreate, create, or manipulate anyone else's energy. Okay. This is only about you and your energy. And everybody else is their own entity and their own free will and all of that stuff. So I have somebody out there that does try. You know what I'm saying? I have my person. I have this specific person. Go ahead. That might not turn out well. I don't ever suggest manifesting a specific person. Too much resistance when it comes to those people. I let the universe do the work for me. Most of the time. Sometimes I'm stubborn. I don't want to listen, but it was a good session today. It was a good episode today. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. This was a good reading, but we do get stuck in those moments. So work on that self-esteem or those, bruised egos, whatever it might be. And for those of you that need some counseling or therapy, don't forget to go get it. Start talking to somebody. It's all it is. It's talking. Okay? But sometimes if we are dealing with that depression or that sadness for an extended period of time, or that anxiety or stress that really brings us down, sometimes we do need assistance and even medication from medical professionals to assist us in getting to a better place, a more balanced place within ourselves, so that we can feel better, and then we can see the world differently because we feel differently, and then see where it goes from there. I'll see y'all next time. Like, share, subscribe. Namaste.